How's it going, everybody? I was asked to check how much distance influences the amount of tracking on bashes. Measuring distance though is pretty much impossible in this game. So the only consistent two scenarios I could come up with are 1. Standing as close as possible when both characters are locked on. And 2nd, the distance you gain when counter guard breaking. Those are our 2 points for this test. Next, we try and eliminate latency as much as possible, so we take a slightly different approach this time. You all know that you get additional stamina drain when you whiff an attack. This is the same for bashes, so if the headbutt misses, I can see the extra stamina drain. And I know that this occurs exactly 100 milliseconds after the headbutt would have connected. I hope everyone's following me so far. So now I can measure the time between me initiating the dodge and the theoretical impact of that bearded man's skull. Now for the results. The latest possible time you can dodge is 167 milliseconds before it would hit you. That is the case for both close range as well as the counter guard break range. In general, this is the latest you can dodge any bash. That is a universal timing. How early you can dodge might surprise some people. Once again, in both scenarios, we're looking at the same value. You can dodge 800 milliseconds before impact, which is, at least in my opinion, an insanely generous window. Just to show you, here's what happens if you dodged 1 frame earlier, meaning at 833 milliseconds. In both instances, the headbutt tracks. So what's the conclusion here? It makes absolutely zero difference how far away you are from your opponent. As long as you are within the initial range of the headbutt, it tracks you. And you will always dodge it as long as you are within your dodge's iframes at the time of impact. The specific window for headbutt is 800 milliseconds until 167 milliseconds. Of course, this window will vary depending on the kind of bash, and I'm sure some have better tracking in some form, but that was not what we were looking for. I can say with certainty that tracking is not affected by the distance of two opponents. Shout out to both Snakesar and Dr. Frankendoodle for helping me record here. Cheers guys. I hope you guys learned something today. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.